Imagine if your Minecraft world had a windswept mansion, the most beautiful building location ever, or this wide open mountain cave. Here are 25 new Minecraft seeds that you have to try. This week's Minecraft seeds are sponsored by NordVPN. NordVPN is unrivaled when it comes to online protection while gaming. Whether you're hosting your own Minecraft server or enjoying a survival adventure with your online friends, it's worth thinking about a quality VPN to ensure security, privacy, and lightning fast connections. When considering a VPN to protect you while gaming, it's important to ask if the VPN will protect the device you're playing on. Well, thankfully, NordVPN was designed with Minecraft gamers in mind. Nord knows that we like to play Minecraft on so many different devices, so they've ensured that you can protect your computer, phone, and every other internet-connected gaming console that you own. So whatever way you like to play, you'll be secure from people trying to interrupt your connection or compromise your data. What I love about Nord is that it makes it so easy to change your location. With 5,200 servers in 59 countries, it gives us gamers unmatched access to game discounts only available in other regions. What's most handy for me is their threat protection feature, which blocks malicious ads and scans downloads for malware, because I'm always accidentally clicking on things I shouldn't while searching the deep dark web for Minecraft seeds. Give NordVPN a try for 30 days absolutely free. Head over to nordvpn.com/MCChill and use the code MCChill at checkout for a huge discount on a 2-year plan and an extra month for free. Check it out using the link below. Seed 25 has some absolutely stunning windswept terrain that is made even more special by the structure that hides beneath it. Check out this woodland mansion that is concealed between stone and towering windswept forest. I've never seen mansion generation like this before. What's your theory for why they built their mansion here? I think the combination of cozy coves, waterfalls, and imposing terrain make this a great opportunity for a secret base. Seed 24 has some really lucky or unlucky village generation depending on which way you look at it. This plains village has lined up perfectly with an exposed dripstone cave, resulting in the most houses I've ever seen inside of a cave. Challenge yourself to reconnect the dripstone houses with the meadow houses by building spiraling tunnels and bridges up through the mountain. There's more building potential above with beautiful meadows, open plains, and snowy mountains. Seed 23 spawns you in a snow biome with a frozen ocean and more crazy windswept terrain. Make your way through this eroded forest wall and you will find yourself in a village with some interesting features. Right next to the village there's a pillager outpost. Jump in the freezing cold water under the outpost and you'll find an underwater basement igloo. This would be such a cool hidden base. Seed 22 is a seed I love for many reasons, but the main reason is this meadow that is shaped perfectly as a love heart. I'm so proud of this find. I challenge anyone to find a more perfectly shaped and natural love heart in Minecraft. Around the heart you can see 4 villages close by, so this would be a great central meeting point. The building potential with this one is enhanced by the mineshaft cave you can find underneath the heart and all the beautiful meadows surrounding it. I haven't seen a great nether spawn seed in a while, which is why I've included seed 21. You'll spawn extremely close to a tiger village with a ruined portal, river valley, and forested mountains. Enter the ruined portal, which is really easy to complete, and you'll spawn right next to a piglin bastion. I love seeds that combine great overworld and nether spawns like this. Not far from the village you'll find some ocean cliffs with an exposed lush cave. Head down the long lush tunnel and you'll end up in an ancient city. Seed 20 has one of the most beautiful building locations I've ever seen. Check out this incredible mountain island that has a perfect place for a small peaceful build with phenomenal surroundings. I'd love to know what you'd build here on this mountain island. This is literally a portal to paradise. I could quite happily live here in a small quaint cabin for the rest of my Minecraft life. Seed 19 has a breathtaking coastal mountain spawn that you need to try. I would be down to travel far and wide for a location like this, so I just think it's amazing that you could find this as soon as you start your game. This large body of water with a giant ruined portal in the middle is surrounded by mountain cliffs, snowy peaks, exposed lush caves, and dark oak forest. Build a base with great views in one of these caves, or maybe an underwater themed base right in the middle. Seed 18 is a great jungle spawn with a jungle temple within walking distance. This seed also has a tall woodland mansion on a riverbank that sits directly above an insane lush cave. Follow the river round and you'll find a very inviting entrance to the cave. There's so much space in here and loads of structures too, including an exposed mine shaft that leads you to an ancient city. You couldn't ask for a better mansion basement. Seed 17 spawns you in a really pretty pretty mountain river valley. Head on over the peaks and you'll spot a coastal mansion very close to spawn. This isn't the only mansion in this seed I want to show. Around 3,000 blocks away, you can find the strangest mansion I've ever seen that is generated entirely in water. What's even stranger is this weird open ocean hole. I've never seen anything like it before. Has anyone got an explanation for this? Seed 16 has one of the best and most convenient ancient city entrances found so far. I just love how this exposed jungle tunnel leads you directly to the city. Generating in a large cave with deep dark pillars, it's quite a spacious city too. There's even an exposed zombie spawner down here. I'm sure someone could use this tunnel to build an ancient staircase. Seed 15 spawns you in a beautiful old growth taiga forest surrounded by mountains. This seed is actually an answer to a challenge that I set in the previous video. So last episode I asked you to find a longer drop than this 228 block drop into an ancient city. Well, it's already been beaten thanks to this 239 block drop through an amazing lush cave down into a deep dark biome. Someone needs to build an elevator back to the top so I can keep doing this jump over and over. Seed 14 spawns you on a remote bamboo survival island. If you fancy an isolated jungle survival experience, then this is the seed for you. It's full of pandas, ocelots, parrots, and there's no mainland in sight. There's another jungle island close by for a friend, but other than that, nothing but ocean. Seed 13 spawns you on the slope of an alluring snowy mountain with a frozen ocean. On the other side of the mountain, you can find a ruined portal village that lies right next to some amazing lush cave entrances. Make your way in and you will find it's a lush cave of giant proportions. You could spend days exploring this thing. There's even a deep dark biome at the bottom with a mine shaft opposite an exposed skeleton dungeon. Here's a seed if you're looking for an interesting challenge. Seed 12 spawns you on a ruined portal island. Do you think you could survive with whatever's in this chest and whatever you find in the nether? Try survive on this seed without ever touching the overworld mainland. I would love to know how you get on. Each episode I try to include a seed with access to loads of biomes around spawn. Seed 11 is the best one I was able to find this week with an abundance of warm and cold biomes within 600 blocks of each other. On one side of the jungle you've got badlands, desert, savanna and a mangrove off in the distance. On the other, you've got a large snow biome and all other types of forest. There's plenty of structures too and different types of ocean on each side. Seed 10 spawns you on a gravel bank within close proximity to some crazy windswept ice spikes terrain. My friend Gas-Powered Pick shared the Java version of this seed on Twitter, so I decided to check out the Bedrock version and was pleasantly surprised when I saw this snow village. I love when windswept terrain and structures combine, and the inclusion of ice spikes makes this spawn one of my favorites. Sticking with the windswept theme, Seed 9 has some absolutely insane terrain surrounding this woodland mansion that makes you feel like you're playing in an amplified world. The views of the bamboo mountain from the mansion entrance are stunning and frightening at the same time. This looks like it could be a grand entrance to a mega dungeon. Make your way to the top of this floating jungle tree island and take in the breathtaking views. Seed 8 has a tiny little plains village on the edge of a snow biome with great access to the nether and even some honey. This isn't the only portal that comes along with this village. Underground, you can find 2 more portals in the much rarer form of end portals, and they're stacked right on top of each other. Just break a few blocks in the far right corner of this room and you'll drop right into the other. Seed 7 spawns you by the coast with some truly epic mountain cliffs and a beautiful forest valley. In both directions along the coast, you can find some amazing structures. Firstly, here's an ocean outpost which is right next to a blacksmith village with an exposed zombie dungeon behind one of the houses. You better head here first and get the villagers before the zombies do. In the opposite direction, you can find a village next to the mountain valley with some really unique land generation. I love how there's houses on so many different levels, and I especially love this cove section down the bottom, which has 2 sections of village which connect through these pleasant water caves. Seed 6 spawns you by a Badlands coast with this incredible cliffside desert village that stretches all the way from the coral reef below to the Badlands peak above. I've never seen a village location quite like this before. This seed has some other unique features, including this geode combined with an end portal. Luckily, the end portal is still intact once you break the geode apart. Seed 5 has a pretty unfortunate spawn point. Good luck getting yourself out of here. When you do manage to escape, you'll be greeted by one of the most inspiring windswept terrains I've ever seen. I can't remember ever seeing an overhang as big as this one. I'm sure this could be used for a really unique base, maybe a hanging base by the waterfalls or right on top with these mesmerizing views. Seed 4 has another beautiful building location that has ignited my imagination, and I hope it does the same for you. Check out this stunning mountain valley painted in flowers of all kinds. It's one of those landscapes that just makes you stop and stare. If this was my seed, I couldn't imagine wanting to live anywhere else. I'd love to know what your plans would be for this area. Seed 3 has another beautiful mountain area, this time covered in forest and loads of exposed caves. Head through one of the many gaps in this mountain and you'll find yourself in a gigantic cave system that leads you through lush, dripstone and deep darkness all the way down to an ancient city. Navigate through the lush caves and pop out next to some truly incredible max height mountains. Seed 2 spawns you next to a village that you just have to see. It's the most amazing desert village I've ever seen. I have never seen a village with so many buildings on so many different levels. Nearly every house has their own personal section of the mountain. I really want to build a long winding staircase connecting all these platforms. Usually mountain villages like this have half the village at the top and half the village at the bottom, but this one amazingly takes up the whole slope. Seed 1 is the perfect seed if you're a fan of builds and landscapes with a lot of verticality. The jaw-droppingly gorgeous scenery around spawn includes spruce-laden valleys tucked between ice-capped mountains. If you want something more unique to explore, look no further than this stunning cavern carved through a now hollow mountain, lush and lively both outside and within. If you want to build a nice place to rest, just opposite the cavern is a small village that borders a series of lakes, open plains and rolling hills.
Let me know which seed was your favourite, and if you'd like to continue your seed search, click on the next video.